guys, today I want to talk to you about my most anticipated games for 2015. So this is going to be a top 10 list of the games that really get me excited for this year in gaming. I had this idea after watching Alyssa White's latest video where she talked about her games that she was really hyped for. And if you don't know who Alyssa is, please go and check out the link down below in the description for her channel. She's absolutely fantastic. She has a really great channel, brilliant personality, really nice person. I really enjoy her videos. So here we go, this is my top 10 most anticipated games of 2015. So first up we have Homefront 2, The Revolution. Now I won't lie, the first Homefront wasn't a particularly great game and unfortunately was far too short. It had a very abrupt ending. However, I did think when playing the game that the actual storyline was something that had a lot of potential and really wasn't realised in the first game, which is a shame because it wasn't a bad game per se, it was just poorly executed. And I think looking at the trailer for number 2, it does have the potential to hopefully improve on the original. The graphics look fantastic, the trailer looks a lot more gritty than the original, and hopefully, fingers crossed, they are going to get it right this time and it will be an interesting first person shooter. Devil's Third is a third-person action game exclusive for the Wii U, which was announced 2014 E3. I was quite surprised by this because Nintendo have a reputation for being very family orientated. However, this game is particularly violent, has a lot of cursing, big guns, stuff exploding all over the place, people getting shot to pieces, blood, gore, guts. Everything you'd never expect on a Nintendo platform. Which is a shame because they should have more of this because it's a lot of fun. This game looks ridiculous, over the top. The graphics don't look particularly amazing compared to most games these days. It does look pretty much, I wouldn't even say last year, I'd probably say the gen before that, like Xbox, PlayStation 2 era. However, I actually loved it. I thought it looked fantastic. All the gameplays they showed in the treehouse, the trailers, it just looks like a hell of a lot of fun. And the kind of game that I really miss these days. Just a fun action, balls to the wall, blow everything up, shoot anybody that gets in your way. Just a fun fest. I'm really excited to see how this game pans out and I can't wait for it to be released. The Division is an online multiplayer experience. From the trailers it seems to be that you jump in with a bunch of friends and you can wander around this vast city, interacting with other players, having shootout battles, but also being able to do challenges and keep the city ticking over. And if you find people in distress, you're able to help them as well. It looks like a really interesting concept. I like the idea of just being able to come home from work, jump online with your bunch of friends, and to just walk around the world. You don't have to actually do anything, just to walk around, just hang out with your mates, and occasionally do challenges, help people out if you want to, or just go on there and just slaughter people and just have a bit of fun. Now, of course, this is Ubisoft, and we all know what happened with Watch Dogs. They kind of fell flat with that one. It didn't deliver what we expected and what was initially shown. However, I have a good feeling about The Division. It does seem to be something different. It may just end up being a very linear experience like we've come to expect from Ubisoft. They may not surprise us at all. But one thing we can rely on is the fact that it will be a pretty solid, well-made game and a lot of fun to play. Until Dawn is a survival horror game with branching pathways. Now this game really interests me because I'm not a big survival horror guy. Never have been. I like to play the games, but I'm not a big fan. I just dabble now and again. However, Until Dawn, from the gameplays that I've seen, it looks really interesting. I like the branching pathways. However, I will say, for me personally, branching pathways, as much as I always like the concept of doing that and having the ability to go back and try different paths and getting different endings to games, I never seem to find myself doing that. I always seem to find that I play one path and I stick to it and I'm quite content with the gameplay that I've had and the story I've been given. But this may change me, you never know. I might go back and play it multiple times if it's a really solid game. So far from what I've seen, it looks like a lot of fun. As far as I understand, it was initially going to be released on the PlayStation 3 and it was bumped back and is now coming to the PlayStation 4. And from what I can see, as you can see on screen, it looks like a beautiful game. I'm excited to see what happens with this one.
Can I have my clothes back now, or am I supposed to hang out in a towel for the rest of the weekend?
Splatoon. Nintendo's answer to first-person shooters. I've been saying it for a while, but this is what I like. This is what I want to see Nintendo do. If they're going to attack different genres that they're not usually comfortable with, I want to see Nintendo's spin on it, and this is what we're getting with Splatoon. Just a really fun, bright, colourful Nintendo game where you and your buddies jump online, spray paint, and you have to cover as much of the area and paint as much as you can in order to win. It just looks like a simple concept, but really, really fun. And I can see myself getting lost in this game for hours on end. It's really interesting that I'm getting more pulled towards multiplayer gaming these days. I never thought that would ever happen. We'll wait and see if that actually does happen, because I promise these things and then never deliver. But hopefully I will. I think Splatoon looks like a fantastic title and a really great, interesting new idea for like Nintendo's fantastic Wii U console. Yoshi's Woolly World looks to be an absolutely adorable little platformer for the Wii U. I'm extremely excited about playing this game. As a big fan of Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo, Yoshi's Woolly World really speaks to me. It looks to be very similar to the original, but with just the most amazingly beautiful graphics, and I love the woolly effect, just like they did with Kirby's Epic Yarn. It really does add an extra layer of awesomeness to this game. I just can't wait to play it. It just looks like a hell of a lot of fun, one of those beautiful Nintendo experiences that only they can deliver, and you can just sit back and just smile. Quantum Break, the new game from Remedy. Xbox One exclusive, third-person shooter with time-stopping mechanics. This game looks absolutely fantastic. I'm a big fan of Remedy's work. The Max Payne games, obviously Alan Wake Last Generation was just a phenomenal title. I had so much fun playing through that game, and I'm really, really excited to see where Quantum Break goes. So far, so good. The demos look really interesting. It doesn't look like it's offering too much in originality. It does seem to be a standard third-person shooter. Just the fact that you can slow time down and manipulate time doesn't really add all that much originality to the title. But more will come, and we'll see when the game comes out how it actually affects the gameplay. But overall, so far, I think it looks like a really interesting title. I know the story is going to be great because Remedy are good at writing great stories and getting good actors. The scenes we've seen so far have been absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I'm very excited about this exclusive for Xbox One. This is something they definitely need. So I can't wait to play Quantum Break. Rise of the Tomb Raider, the much anticipated sequel to the reboots of the franchise on PS3 and Xbox 360. This is a game that I'm extremely excited about. As a massive fan of the previous game, having completed it 3 times, I cannot wait to see where this game will take us and where the character of Lara Croft will go next. The whole rebooted franchise and rebooted character is so much better. I was never a fan of the original games. They were okay, but never really hit the spot for me. And I just find that the remake was so well done. The character was well written, well represented as a female protagonist. I thought the environment was well designed. The action was super. The gunplay was so much fun. And I had a lot of fun with that game. So I'm really excited to play Rise of the Tomb Raider on Xbox One come the end of 2015. What can I say? Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. You know me, you know I love Naughty Dog and I love the Uncharted franchise. There isn't too much I can really say that hasn't been said about this game. We've only seen the one gameplay so far, but my god, what a gameplay. Everything about that gameplay just blew my socks off. Just got me even more hyped for the game, and I cannot wait to play this title. I'm excited to find out who Drake's brother is, where he came from, what the backstory is. I'm just excited. The gameplay looks really interesting. They seem to be innovating the gameplay and tweaking it compared to the first 3 games, which is something that I'm really happy about. I'm looking forward to seeing how that actually works when you actually play the game. But overall, yeah, Uncharted 4 is going to be one of the greatest games of this year and possibly this generation, just like the original trilogy were. So bring it on, Nathan Drake. And yes, of course, my #1 most anticipated game for 2015, as you would have guessed, is Star Fox U for the Wii U. A game I've wanted for a long time. I'm so glad that Nintendo are bringing the franchise back to life again. All I want is it to just be a classic Star Fox adventure in the vein of Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64 Star Fox games, and I'll be so happy. They have announced now that it is going to be playable at E3 as well, so I'm very excited. Only another 5 months and we get to actually see what this game is capable of. So hopefully Miyamoto will do the right thing, and I'm sure you will have listened to the fan. I just cannot wait to play Star Fox U. So there you go guys, that is my top 10 most anticipated games for 2015. Let me know in the comments below what games you're looking forward to this year. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to share it around with your friends, that would be awesome. And of course, if you want to see more videos from me, just click on subscribe, that'll keep you up to date. Thanks for watching guys, I'll see you in the next video.